Hey there, in today's video I'm going to do this, the Asics Gel Nimbus 25. First I'm going to show a short video of me running around on them, then I'm going to put them on the turntable and list their specifications, then I'm going to review them, and finally I'm going to see if I can recommend them. I made this video because I want to try some more Asics shoes. The Asics Metaspeed Sky Plus is my current marathon shoe of choice, and I wanted to try some others in the range, and I was also interested in trying a maximum cushion shoe. So as soon as the Asics Gel Nimbus 25 was announced and came on sale, I bought it. And in this video I'm going to look at it in depth. There'll be chapter markers down below so you can skip through to the bits you might be interested in. I bought a lot of Asics shoes when I was younger, and I've always loved the significance of the acronym in Latin, Anima Sana in Corpore Sano, healthy body and a healthy mind. And so I took the shoes, or actually bought the shoes, in the home of Latin in Roma, Italia. And I went to this wonderful little spot that I found to go running in, the Isola Tiberina, right in the middle, center of Rome, in the middle of the river Tiber. So let's go for a run and look at the shoes in action. I hope you enjoyed my testing run around the Isola Tiberina. I enjoyed it immensely. It's a wonderful place to go. It's very peaceful, lovely to run around. I think they show films as outdoor cinema in the summer. The island has a hospital on it. It's known for its healing properties. It didn't help me terribly much, but I really enjoyed it. So let's put our shoes on the turntable and look at their specifications. Asics say that the shoe weighs 292 grams, 10.3 ounces in a US men's size 9. This shoe is a US 13, EU 48, UK 12, BR 46, CN 305 in brackets 2.5. In this size it weighs in the left shoe 365 grams, 12.85 ounces, and in the right shoe 363 grams, 12.8 ounces. It has a 41.5mm stack height. It has an 8mm drop. Asics say this: the Gel Nimbus 25 shoe's soft cushioning properties help you feel like you're landing on clouds. This neutral trainer is revamped with new materials that create a softer and smoother running experience. A soft engineered knit upper comfortably wraps your foot while supplying advanced ventilation. Its updated knit collar construction provides better flexibility and extends around the ankle for a more luxurious fit and feel. The midsole is packed with the most cushioning that the series has offered to date. By using FF Blast TM plus Eco Cushioning, this trainer creates a lighter and softer cushioning experience with less of an impact on the environment. let's review the shoe and see if what Asics says is true. I like the upper in the shoe, but despite what Asics have to say, it's not hugely ventilated. I'll turn on the light and stick it in, but you'll get to see some of the ventilation holes, but not hugely. I wouldn't call this a highly ventilated shoe. I mean, I like the upper, but I wouldn't call it highly ventilated. One of the things I found with the upper is it has an amazing collar. There's padding all the way around here. There's a kind of little line here that then comes up and forms into the heel tab. And yeah, it's a really nice padded collar. And I like the upper, but I wouldn't find it particularly well ventilated. I really like the upper in this shoe. It's very comfortable. It's very plush, as you'd expect from a maximum cushion shoe. But as well as the very thick, there is some structure to the heel down buried within the fabric. But there's a really nice padding here, and I love the line and how it does become the heel tab. Also, the tongue goes way up the forefoot. It's a gusseted tongue, which you wouldn't usually find on a shoe like this. You'd expect it more on a trail shoe, but it fits really nice. It's beautifully soft, lays very nice across your forefoot and goes quite high up. And the laces are easy. There's sort of 3 little loops here and then the 3 eyelets. The fabric is relatively stretchy. I said it wasn't that ventilated, but it's relatively stretchy. It's very comfortable and it's nice and feels very good in the forefoot. And yeah, it's a shoe. The upper of the shoe I really do like. The shoe has a removable liner. It's quite a substantial liner. It's an Ortholite sock liner. Feels thicker and more substantial than any of the liners on my other shoes, but yeah, adds to the overall cushioned effect. The midsole is made up of quite a high stack height at 41.5 millimeters. There's a pure gel pad, TM. They put TM after everything on the Asics website, but the little gel pad goes in here, sort of literally under your heel, I guess. And then there's FF Blast TM Eco Plus foam. They say there's 20% more, but it gives it a very big stack height, 41.5 millimeters, and you really notice it when you're running. The outsole is made of what they call AHA or plus TM outsole rubber. Nothing particularly noticeable about it. I managed to clean all the dust off. I actually loved running on the Isola with all the dust popping up. It was great. Managed to clean it all off, but nothing particularly noticeable or grippy about the outsole. I found the shoe to be true to size. It's a nice stretchy toe box for me. It's available also in wide and extra wide, but that may depend on the gender. I can only see them in men's, and it certainly depends on the territory. But yeah, it's the standard width, fits me perfectly well. I like the design of this shoe. It's nice and simple. Some Asics shoes, well, the aesthetics looks like they chucked a sack of Skittles into a bucket of sick. TM. I mean, yeah, some of them, I mean, they're eye-popping. But these are really nice and simple. These are Island Blue Sun Peach. There are lots of colors, and I suspect more will become available in this, which is one of the popular shoes in the Asics lineup. There was also, I considered there's one that was all black. I was going to a conference in the Irish Embassy, so I thought might get one in all black, but it doesn't film very well. It wasn't available anyway when I got to Italy. It's available in all yellow for men's, and it's available, I think, in a lurid bright pink for women's. It's pink everywhere. It's the whole shoe, and also it's the yellow is the whole shoe. I mean, they're kind of nice, but they're they're wild. And then there's a platinum version, which I wouldn't go for, which is basically black with some shiny stuff that costs an extra €10 on the bottom. I think different markets will have different colors. I saw that there's a cream and fawn one only available in the USA in men's and women's, which I really did like. So yeah, lots of colorways. I really like this one. I found the running feel really interesting on the shoe. I suppose one of the first things, you'll see it if you look in the video, the slow motion, there's a very flat base to this shoe. It's really flat for most of it, and a slight curve at the back and a short sharp curve at the back. And it has a very stable ride. I mean, it's a high stacked shoe, but it really doesn't feel like it. You don't get that sort of sense of, oh, if I go around the corners here, this is going to be... Now, I know on this type of shoe, I'm not particularly running particularly fast, and it's not all like going all out in this, but it has a very smooth, even ride. Very nice. It's soft. I've got softer shoes. We'll come on to that later, but it is really soft, really comfortable, and it's well built. I think you could put a lot of miles in this particular shoe. I think the use case for this shoe is pretty well defined. Long, easy run days. It can really do the miles. Everything is designed to be cushioned for you and to have low impact running. I also think it'd be very good for a walking shoe, particularly if you wanted to get something discreet and not go for the bright yellow, bright pink. You could get the all black, and then very good for walking, and you could go away on a trip and do the running and a sort of quasi formal event without any difficulty. The shoe is annoyingly priced if you live in Europe. It's €200 in Europe, 160 US dollars, 175 pounds, and it's coming soon to Australia at 260 Australian dollars. It's dramatically cheaper in the USA than it is in Europe. If you take the Metaspeed Sky, this is $250 and it's also €250. So the euro amount matches the dollar amount. But somehow or other, this is €200 and it's $160. So I think at €200, that's at the heavy end. As it happens, I didn't actually pay €200 for the shoes. I was in Roma. I went to LBM Sports in Via Tuscolana. It's a great shop. It's small, but they had an amazing amount of shoes. Like if you wanted Adidas shoes, they had every Adidas shoe in pretty much every colorway. Same was true of Asics and a variety of other brands. They really had a lot of really good shoes, and these were out on the market that day or maybe the day before, and they actually went outside the store to some other storage space where they had pretty much every size and in the various colors that they had. They had graded black and blue. And anyway, the guy said, and then he spoke perfect English, and then said, you know, these are €200, but for you 180. So I got them for €180. So if you're in Rome and you want to get a pair of shoes and you want to go somewhere that speaks English, yeah, LBM Sports, place to go. When you look at some of the competitors to the Gel Nimbus 25, there's this is the Adidas Adistar. It's got a clunky heel. I tried the new CS in LBM Sports, and it's much better for me. I mean, it's a really good shoe in the CS version, not so much in this. And the CS is €170, and in some colorways it's €153. So it's a much firmer ride. It's the firmer on the rides. Then there's the Cloud Monster, the On shoe. I think it's more stylish. It's a nice shoe. I love running this shoe. It's $179.99. The ride is not as smooth and even. I like the ride in this shoe and I like the comfort in the shoe, but it's not as the Gel Nimbus 25 is sort of smooth all the way through. The Cloud Monster has ridges up and down, and you know, the foam has holes and then the foam, so you can kind of feel a certain movement that you just don't feel in the Gel Nimbus 25. But I suppose the main competitor would be this, the Nike Invincible Run. This is Flyknit. This is the version 2, almost identical to the version 1. This is a very soft, springy foam, much softer feeling than the Gel Nimbus 25. I think a lot of people don't like that very springy, soft feeling, but they're always available on discount between the 1 and 2 now that the 3 has come out, and even the 3 will be on discount pretty soon in lots of colorways. So I think this is the biggest competitor to the Gel Nimbus 25. Should you buy the Asics Gel Nimbus 25? Well, I think it's a bit overpriced in Europe, but apart from that, I really don't have any bad things to say about the shoe. Going back to the Latin, Vitruvius used to describe buildings in terms of firmitas, utilitas, and venustas, or how strong they were, how useful they were, and how delightful they were. And yeah, on all three, I think this scores pretty highly. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, it would be great if you hit the like button. As always, there'll be lots of stuff down in the description below, and I'll happily answer any questions you put into the comments. There'll be a big blue subscribe button popping up there, and some raid videos there. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, just keep running along.